everyday things. But sometimes people are not normal as far as society is concerned. But people are normal, just the same. But we're not talking about people tonight, whether they're normal or not. But what we are talking about tonight, we're talking about relationships. You know, that's what we're always talking about, isn't it? Yeah. I've been asked a question. I said, Thurman, please, would you please, sort of share with us, your opinion about the girls and boys and the birds and the bees, about what is a Mac? So I'm saying to myself, oh, you want to know what a Mac is? It's, well, number one, it's spelled M-A-C-K, Mac. And a lot of people they have no idea what a Mac is. Well, a Mac sometimes can be classified as a player, a ladies' man, a gentleman of pleasure, things like that. But a Mac, you see, is just a tad, just a little different. Just a little bit of different. Because a Mac, now it depends on who the Mac is, or what the Mac is doing. Now I'm talking about this is to the people out there on the avenue. You know, you can't exclude them from our life. You know, they out there, and they are good people. They have good hearts. They are wonderful people. But they do things that other people don't do, you see. But they're doing their thing. And we're talking about a Mac tonight. Now, you people, you good people who got your children, if you don't want your children to watch this program, and because of the subject matter, send them to bed, just you and your husband or your boyfriend, you're welcome to watch this, because this is a mature show tonight. And we're talking about what it is, and what it's going to always be, regardless. People wanted something. Now, some of my friends, they wanted me to share my opinion or my views about what a Mac is. Well, a Mac is the kind of guy who likes to stay clean and keep his game together. Now, he likes to keep his pockets chugged and stacked with money. You see? Now, a lot of time a Mac don't like to get his hands all dirty with hard work and such. You see, sometimes a Mac, he likes to be comfortable with his stack. Now, they say, what kind of girl defines what a Mac really is? A girl or a woman that helps him. She helps him. It's not about getting a job and sharing the income. It's about actually helping him do what it is he want to do. Now, personally, I write books. I do my show. Now, I would like to have a girl or a young lady or a companion that's going to help me do it. I like to write books. I like to have someone to help me do it. I like to sell books. I like to have someone to help me do it. That's macking. It's clean. It's good. It's downright upright. So don't get uptight about the Mac. Yeah. I see you over there laughing. Why you laughing at the? Why you laughing at the? You over there laughing. Listen, this show right now, what we're doing right now, is not only just to sit down and listen, because we talking about the relationship with your girl. I mean, quite naturally, you want to show her off. You want her to be beautiful. You want her to have all the shoes. You want her to be the finest girl on the dance floor or in the lounge where you're at. You see, that's a man. Since you've been gone, a little bit of this, and since you've been gone, a little bit of that, and baby, since you've been gone, I've been talking to the bone. Since you've been gone, ain't no phone. Now listen at this. Mac is a Mac, and the Mac is that. A Mac will do this, and a Mac will do that. You better get your mellow on. You better get your mellow on. All right. All the bodies cello and all that. All about is mellow and it's Mac. A little bit of this, and a little bit of that. You better get your mellow on, yeah, get your mellow on. Now listen, you got your girl and you got her good. Got no girl, now do what you should. You went to the house to check on your chick. You better get your mellow on. You work every day for your pay. Spend a little time, that's what she say. You gotta go there, and you gotta go there. Brother, seem like you gotta go everywhere. Yeah. Now do you understand what I'm saying, or do I have to say it again? Do I have to repeat myself about this? Oh, you want me to repeat myself? Okay, you think I'm a man, girl. What you call me? What? What she? Scott? Oh, she called me a Mr. Nice Guy. Okay, I'm Mr. Nice Guy. One day I can be Mr. Nice Guy. I can be Mr. Goodbye. Whatever I can be, I'm a Mac. But then I'm a gentleman also. I'm a good person. I love people. I like cross relationships. I'm very understanding and most mature as can be. Don't you see? Since you've been gone, ain't no phone. And since you've been gone, a little bit of this. Since you've been gone, a little bit of that. Since you've been gone, I've been talking to the bone. A Mac is a Mac, and a Mac is stacked. A Mac will do this, and a Mac will do that. You better get your mellow on. You better get your mellow on. All the body cello and all that. All the body's mellow and it's back. Get your mellow on. You better get your mellow on. Get your mellow on. Get your mellow on. Get your mellow on. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's program. People are normal and conversations with Thurman, and a giant new Wednesday to us all. Well, how have you been? I know a lot of people been wondering, like, you've been wondering what happened with the show a week ago. But remember, I was telling you that usually we do a show every other week. You know, every 2 weeks, then we do a show. Because in between the shows, what I'm doing, you know, we're trying to sort of develop our singing portion of the show, because we want people to be happy. Girls like to dance. People like to go out to the lounges, and they like to eat dinner, drink a little wine, a little bourbon, or whatever they drink. And they like to dance on the dance floor. They like A lot of times they like to dance with a girl. They like slow dance. A lot of people like this slow dance. A lot of people like the fast dance. But we mostly on this show, we mostly be about, slow dancing and carrying on, sort of that romantic type stuff. So excuse, and I know you like to boogie down and stuff like that. Boogie down is good because I like the fast dance. How many of you like the fast dance? You like the fast dance? I mean, now I don't know what dances they doing. Now they got all kind of dances now. The young people, they be doing it, whatever they be doing. I haven't seen them dance lately, but they be doing all kinds of stuff. But I think if I go out to a ordinary club or something like that, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be they be doing line dancing. Yeah, I have line dance a couple of times. Sometimes I think about two times I have. But personally, do I? Yes, I like the. Yeah, I do. I like the slow dance. I prefer the slow dance actually. I'm that kind of guy. I get different. But okay, what have you been doing lately? Have you been doing the things that you ought to do to improve your life, to make things better for you? Well, if you haven't, maybe you should. Maybe you should try, cause maybe that's what you need to do. But isn't that? I mean, look at the world today. I mean, what you think about the world today? Dude over there said the world is screwed up. I can, that's the way it is. Sure, the world is screwed up. I mean, like women is, they suing men for. Sometimes you ask yourself, I wonder why they do that. I mean, all of a sudden, out of the clear blue sky, boom, they start doing it. They start doing, oh, he inappropriately did it. I mean, everybody, it started like a domino theory. Like dominoes, No. I'm talking problems. People got their reasons for doing it. Women got their reason for doing it. But I still don't understand it. Because I'm telling you, my I used to have a false relationship, with women and stuff. But then something happened which distanced me from them, Now I don't know what the problem is, but we do have a problem. I don't know about in other countries, but I know in this country we got a problem with that, with that type of thing. I mean, we got to solve the problem. That's all what is the cause of the problem? Who you gonna blame? Who you gonna blame for the problem? A lot of people say, well, we blame this people, we blame that people, or we blame such and such. You know what I think is, what I really think is about? I think it's about human weakness. I think about human beings are just plain old weak. And you know why? Now, I like to watch cowboys. Cowboys and stuff like that. You ever watch cowboys? Now, during them times, they was, they say they were, the story is that they were strong and strong-willed and things like that, Because they didn't have the conveniences that we got now. Look at the conveniences that we got. I mean, all kinds of stuff, man, things beyond your comprehension. Things that during them days, a couple of 100 years ago, they could not conceive of what we have today and what is going on. Couldn't in 100 years could not conceive of it. But it's happening. And I think it's making human beings weaker and weaker and weaker. Morally. Morally weak. Number one, because within these powers that we have, within these powers is a certain percentage of immorality. Remember, we said that an ingredient of bad is good. You know. So bad is the main thing. It's the main thing. But that ingredient, it's like salt. What is it? It's with salt? It's sodium and something else, some other atom. But if you combine them, it's salt. But if you consume of it, separately, it's like poison. So good and bad is like that, salty. Good, bad is very salty. So you mix that good with it, and it makes it very pleasurable to consume. But then you say, well, that's why you don't know the difference between, sometimes you have to question what is good. Because bad can be good. You look at me right now, everybody. You bad. But I say, that's good, that's good. That's not bad, that's good. We are all bad. We are bad because that's why we are born bad. That's why we have to be nurtured, we have to be cared for, and all that good stuff, because we are born bad. We have to learn how to be good. But what is good? So like we were just saying, we learning how to be good, and we got all these things. So all of a sudden, are we being bad? Are we being bad by, all the, our attitude towards our moral social being? So in philosophy, the study of the nature of being. The nature of being. When you study the nature of being, what is the nature of our life? The nature of it. All of a sudden it pops up with, nature, you think of trees and grass and stuff like that. But I'm talking about a different type of nature. You see, I'm talking about the nature of different cultures. You got a culture here, you got a culture there. You got an American culture, you got an Indian culture, you got an Asian culture, China, Japanese culture, Chinese culture, all these type of things. We talk about the nature of being. The nature of being, their language. Have you ever seen? Now I'm not the kind to make jokes or fun at languages, but I'm telling you, if you think about it, and you look at the different symbols that we have of languages, and you say to yourself, and then you look at the people, and they be, voicing these symbols, which we call language or the alphabets and stuff like that. They be doing it, and then you be saying to yourself, what in the world, how in the world do they know what's going on? Have you ever heard other people of other cultures and languages? Have you ever, they're talking and you don't know what they're saying at all? And then you say to yourself, how in the world do they know that, that's the mind, that's the cognitive mind, that's what they call cognition. That's the nature That's one of the nature of being is cognition. Attention and awareness, self-awareness. First you become aware of yourself. You see, we wanted to ask a question. Now, I have a list of questions, but there was a particular question that we wanted to. Oh yes, and I think we talked about this before. What must we realize about human relationships? What must we realize about being human? You say, well, what is being human? You say human being and being human. So, I mean, what that's all about? Well, number one, human. Human is all about the things that define people and define man. You say, oh, that's an automobile. Or that's a couch or a sofa. That's a kitchen and that's the dining room and all these things. These define what a man is, what a woman is, what people is. You see, that's the nature of it. What we must realize is that is human. That's the human being. So therefore, we are human beings. We are human beings because we are defined as human beings by nature. You see? What else should we realize about this thing? We should realize that we can be influenced. We can be influenced by, what did you say? What did you say? Hold it. We got something special coming up, and then we're gonna continue this here. This is a very special conversation. This conversation is for you, kid. But right now, let's something special for you. Out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. What can I say of this mixed up world? Can't get you out of my mind. What can I say to such a pretty girl? Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. You know I love you, just wanna hug you. Can't get you out of my mind. On the floor dancing, you just a prancing. Can't get you out of my mind. I'm thinking of you every day. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. and prancing. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. You are so pretty. Can't get you out of my mind. You are beautiful. Can't get you out of my mind. And now I'm asking, I'm just asking, can this little love last? Can't get you out of my mind. This is so risky, and I'm so busy with you alone. Now I'm just asking, can you be all mine? And the problem can't get 'em off my mind. And the causes can't get 'em off my mind. And the mystery can't get off my mind. And the puzzle can't get it off my mind. So pay attention, girl. I can't get you off my mind. You are so pretty. Can't get you out of my mind. You are beautiful. Can't get you out of my mind. 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 You know I love you, just wanna hug you. Can't get you out of my mind. On the floor dancing, and you just prancing. Can't get you out of my mind. You know I love you, just wanna hug you. What can I teach you? How can I lead you? Can't get you off my mind. On the floor dancing, and you just prancing. Can't get you out of my mind. You are so pretty. Can't get you out of my mind. You are beautiful. Can't get you out of my mind. What can I say to such a pretty girl? Can't get you out of my mind. Now I'm asking, I'm just asking, can this little love last? This is the city and I'm so busy, busy with you, my love. Now I'm just asking, can you be all mine? can't get you off my mind. On the floor dancing, you are so pretty. On the floor dancing, you are beautiful. Can't get you out of my mind. 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 Oh, that was a very nice song. I really like that. I hope you like it too. You know, you get with you, drink a little wine, you know. Oh, that's good. You know, put it, you know. All that's nice. But I really hope you enjoyed that. But we were talking about influence. How do we influence each other? Do we influence each other for the better or for worse? Okay, a lot of people ask me, Trevor, what's going on between you? Oh, and I gotta say hello, Neha. Neha the P in India. Wow. Her show that she was having, I think she did 10 weeks. And that, like she said, wow, how time, 10 weeks are almost over already. I think she got another every Saturday, BFFs. So she had to have a show. She had a wonderful show, you know, she asked guests questions. They have a wonderful time. Which is very, so, but, you know, I was just thinking, you know, a lot of times I look at her show and I was thinking, in America here, we have what we call the talk. You ever see those ladies? I think about 4 or 5 ladies on the talk show. And they sit down and they invite guests. And they, you know, you got 3 or 4 different ladies interviewing guests, except, you know, except that number one, I see you gonna get it. They gonna get it. That guy for he was on the Facebook, and he was telling about he got attacked by a leprechaun. He was telling everybody, yo, that the leprechaun jumped on him again. Oh, you know, he was minding his own business. But anyway, on this show, now it takes the pressure off of just one interviewer. You know, so if you got 3 or 4 interviewers, I mean, which is consistent, I mean, all the time, you know, for every program, the same interviewers. And they're interviewing various guests that come in. It makes the show a little more interesting, and you have someone who leads off on the show. So, you know, I'm trying to, you know, see if that's, you know, if that's something that she would like. Because if it is, I'm going to always help out. You know, but it takes a lot of other people to help out, you know. Like we got friends, you know, and stuff like that, and people interested, and we're interested in actually doing things. We're interested in enjoying ourselves and doing and being about things, you know. Common sense, you know, having common sense about this world and so forth. But anyway, I like to say to Neha, you know, Don't worry about it. Everything gonna work out. Sometimes she feel a little on the down low about it. Don't work at it. Everything gonna work out. I told her before. I said all she gotta do is come to New York and go out on a date with me. You know, because I got people who like all over the place. You know, so me and her, we give them a good show. You know, and carrying on and hey, if you investors out there, if you're gonna invest, now we were talking about influence. How do we influence other people? How do I influence her? I'm finna influence you right now. I'm finna tell you that a very good investment right now is to invest in the relationship between me and Nihad Depia. Really, I'm serious, you know, about the ratings and, you know, how ratings work. You know, how remotely, you know, you got people investing remotely based on the popularity of the thing, you know, and then money can come from that. So the popularity when you got investors investing. In other words, let's say if I had $2 million, I say, wow, I think that's going to be a boss relationship. I'm going to invest in it now. The ratings go up. So behind the scenes, what they do when the ratings go up, they put their money in the pot. They say, okay, the ratings are up, so here, we put the money in the pot. Boom. You know, it's almost like stocks, you know. And as long as those ratings go up, they're funneling money in that pot. And I don't know how they're doing it now. Do the money draw interest now? Stuff like that? I don't know. I don't know if it still does. But that money is there, you know, and based on the ratings and popularity of that relationship. And they use that money to actually, you know, everybody, all the investors, they chip in their money, and they make it bigger and bigger and bigger, and generate more and more and more money. You see, so I think I think this is something that, and India. I'm not just talking about Neha. I'm talking about India too. You know, to invest in a relationship. Just think about it. I mean, you don't have to. Oh, it ain't a demand or anything like that. But it's something something that is possible, something that we can do, because we already met, we already been together, we already know that this type of thing is possible. It's a possibility. All we have to do is be attentive to each other. Do's and don'ts. You know, what you like, what we like. Now there's like, I make myself clear on this issue. Now a lot of people, they go to my Facebook, on Facebook, and they see there is certain information on my Facebook. Some people say it's controversial, but it's the truth. It's a fact. What I say is a fact, and it's been that way for a long time. But I just haven't gotten a lawyer to address the issue because of it, you know. But if you go to Facebook and you read, you know, it's a Thurman Brunson, and you read it, you will see it talks about surplus, today's surplus, and what it's all about. So, you know, so these type of things, people invest in this stuff. They put their money in the pot. Or, in other words, if you got 5 people, and 5 people say, okay, we're gonna create a fund, and we're gonna put money in that fund, and as those ratings go up, we're gonna put more and more money as the ratings go up, and then we're gonna use that money in order to make things better, so the ratings will go up, 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 and create more and more money. And that's how you know how that is. So I don't have the common sense to tell you the rest of it. But anyway, we're talking about influence. Okay, now look. Like I said, getting back to how you influence people in human relationships. There's a lot going on today. Think twice. Think twice before you argue with the one you love. Because if you are attentive, we're talking about cognitive things. If you are attentive, then that means that you're going to know the difference. There is good and bad. There is always that good in each of us, and it's that bad in each of us. It's the good ingredient. How much of a good ingredient of it? And then when you're listening to someone, and then all of a sudden you misinterpret information. They got such a bad attitude nowadays from misinterpreting information. And the attitudes are so bad until people don't care. They don't care whether they hurt your feelings or not. They do not care. And they're getting this way. Why don't they care? They don't care because nowadays they think they don't supposed to care. Or all of a sudden, if you don't look, I'm not saying that anything is wrong with going to church. You can go to church on Sunday. I think everybody on Sunday should go to church. But I believe, like the old philosophers believe, that the church should remain on Sundays in the church. I don't think that it should get out into the streets, in the street world of politics and try to take over that. Being helpful is one thing, but when you're trying to take it over, that's another thing. Now, I have my own opinion about the church. I have my own opinion about politics. I have my own opinion about me. You see? And we're going to talk about that. And we're going to, on one of our maybe the next show, we might talk about surplus America. We're going to talk about, we'll get to the nitty gritty about surplus America. That's my business. You know, that involves me personally. If it didn't, I would have no right. But I've got rights up the yang-yang. You see? And those rights must be addressed properly. And that's what we're going to do. Hey, hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Remember, think twice before you get in an argument, because you might be arguing with something that's gonna really benefit you in time to come. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month, maybe next year. But it's gonna benefit you. But you argue with it and you turn it off and say, you know. So remember that. Try to be pleasant. Try to keep yourself together. You know, don't want to get in those fights and all that. Care about each other. You know. Because, you know, the white people, they're talking about extraterrestrials all the time. Extraterrestrials is here and all that kind of stuff. They know what's going on out there in space. I listen to the radio every night, and they're constantly talking about, and these are not black people that's talking. These are white people that's talking. White professional people in the business of space exploration. They're talking about extraterrestrials and UFOs flying all over the place. They're talking about nanoparticles, little nano robots, small as an atom, that can do all sort of things, man. They got it coming. We're breathing them in. They're letting them out in the atmosphere, and we're breathing in little nano robots. And these little robots can shine infrared lights inside you. They can do all sorts of things. They're programmed to do. But we would never know it. Because they're small, almost small as atoms. But they're robots. They got gold on one side and microbiology on another side of them. I mean, it's fantastic. So be careful who you argue with, and be careful about arguing. And check yourself. Check yourself. Check yourself constantly. Am I feeling good? Ask yourself, am I feeling all right? Do I feel peculiar? Do I feel different than I did yesterday or 20 minutes ago? All of a sudden, I don't want to do nothing? Or I don't care all of a sudden? Yesterday or 20 minutes ago, I was happy about doing something. Now I don't want to. Check yourself and see what the changes are. And list those changes so you can find out, do you have this extra thing that they're talking about? Okay, this is Thurman. I see you, everybody. Try to keep yourself together. Hold on, Hold on. I think we can get through this. I think that you people are great people. You people got a greater self. You got a greater self. You got a greater self that cares about you. All you gotta do is want. All you gotta do is say, I want, I can. I need. You see? You need strength. You need comfort. You need a peace of mind. You need your mind to be settled down and thinking properly. You need to be able to deal with the stress so that tension won't pull you apart. How to deal with the stress and so forth. So we're going to get into talking about stress also later. So this is Thurman saying, till the next show, and be happy. Springtime is here, so be happy and enjoy yourself. So this Thurman say, until next time, everybody. Can't get you out of my mind. What can I say of this mixed up world? Can't get you out of my mind. What can I say to such a pretty girl? Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. You know I love you, just wanna hug you. Can't get you out of my mind. 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 What can I teach you? How can I meet you? Can't get you out of my mind. On the floor dancing, dancing and prancing. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. You are so pretty. Can't get you out of my mind. You are beautiful. Can't get you out of my mind. And now I'm asking, I'm just asking, can this little love last? Can't get you out of my mind. This is the city, and I'm so busy, busy with you, my love. Now I'm just asking, can you be all mine? And the problem can't get 'em off my mind. And the causes can't get 'em off my mind. And the mystery can't get it off my mind. And the puzzlement can't get it off my mind. So pay attention, girl. I can't get you off my mind. You are so pretty. Can't get you out of my mind. You are beautiful. Can't get you out of my mind. 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 You know I love you, just wanna hug you. Can't get you out of my mind. On the floor dancing, and you just prancing. Can't get you out of my mind. You know I love you, just wanna hug you. What can I teach you? How can I meet you? Can't get you off my mind. On the floor dancing, and you just prancing. Can't get you out of my mind. You are so pretty. Can't get you out of my mind. You are beautiful. Can't get you out of my mind. What can I say to such a pretty girl? Can't get you out of my mind. Now I'm asking, I'm just asking, can this little love last? This is the city and I'm so busy, busy with you, my love. Now I'm just asking, can you be all mine? Can't get you off my mind. You know I love you. Can't get you off my mind. Yeah, just wanna hug you. Can't get you off my mind. On the floor dancing, you are so pretty. On the floor dancing, you are beautiful. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't get you out of my mind. Can't